Hello Libra, welcome to your love reading for the month of January 2019, guys. We're in it, we're in the new year. This is going to be a general love reading for Libra sun, moon, and rising. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos as well. Sun sign, all of the above, wherever you land in your chart, so that you can get more information for yourself through the general readings. All right, guys. So we're going to see what is coming up for January. I'm getting the number 7 as I'm connecting with your energies, Libra. For me in my readings, every time the number 7 comes up, it's basically stating that you need to listen to your intuition at this time. Your guides, your angels are trying to communicate with you. They're trying to bring you information. We're going to do 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But they feel like you're not letting them in, or that you're not, like you're dismissing a lot of it. So you might say, oh, I have a feeling, or I think this, or I think that. But then you're quick to dismiss it. And your guides are asking you not to be so dismissive and to just listen to your gut feeling and the information that they're trying to bring you. Oh gosh. And here we are. We started off with it pretty heavy just now, Libra. Deception. Okay, I was just saying listen to your gut feeling, Libra. So this is telling you if something doesn't feel right, listen. Listen to that feeling. Okay, listen to what your gut is telling you about another person. Maybe you have this feeling like, I don't think this person's being on the up and up with me, or I think that they're keeping something from me. Listen to that. Listen to that gut feeling. There's a difference between intuition and paranoia, and I'll explain to you the difference. When you receive information through paranoia or through fear, you will be very panicked. You will be very afraid. Anytime spirit is sending you information, you may know it. It might not be good news, or it might not be what you want to know, but you have a sense of peace. You have a sense of calm. It's like, okay, all right, like you're preparing yourself, in other words. And spirit would never bring you information that made you negative or that put you in an unloving nature. It will always be coming in where you have you're prepared to be in a loving response, or even if it's just like to love yourself and to protect yourself, but it's not through negative ways. The deception card could also have to do with seduction, though, Libra. Maybe you don't have somebody lying to you, or you have somebody who's trying really hard to impress you, or you're trying really hard to impress somebody else, and you're really relying on that seductive nature. Libras can actually be pretty seductive. Libras can have that really seductive energy. So sometimes maybe for some of you, it's some of you guys, Libra, some of you are being very seductive, or some of you are being seduced. The deception card can be that somebody is, putting on all the charm, laying it all down, trying to pull you in or trying to reel you in. So keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. Don't get sucked into that intense attraction, or that intense like seduction feeling for some of you. Your next card here, my friends, is stay optimistic about your love life. So you might be a little bit frustrated about whatever is going on with this person or with the situation. You might feel like you don't like where it's going, or you might feel frustrated in how it's moving. Like maybe you want things to move faster, or you're wanting things to be more clear, or you're wanting things to be more on the up and up. Whatever it might be. But this is asking you to stay positive, because that positive thinking and that faith is going to be able to bring you romance. Another thing about this card, and this is something that the creator of the deck said when I went to a workshop back when Radley Valentine and Doreen Virtue were still working together. This is considered a Doreen Virtue deck. However, Radley Valentine did a lot of the designing for it. And so he was saying in the workshop that when he designed this card, he designed this specific card. And so he was saying that this woman in the card is supposed to be, gosh, I'm forgetting the name. It's like a Greek goddess of healing. So he was just basically saying this was about healing, and that that particular shade of color of the dress and the sash was about opening up the heart, and like the heart being resurrected, the heart coming into life again, and healing, love coming through healing. So sometimes a part of that love is like, I guess, to love yourself and to see yourself in a good way. And that's what he was explaining when he was talking about this card and what the symbolism of it meant to him. Like, she was still a misgiving nature. Her heart was open. She's coming and she's offering something to her higher power. So as you're coming into that energy of still believing in love, still loving yourself, still having an open heart to others, you will have love come in. So whatever this thing is with this new person coming in, whether it's passion or somebody trying to win you over, Libra, some of you are feeling a little bit uncomfortable. Some of you are already right off the bat going, this person's making fun of me in some kind of like weird way. Like, they're pretending that they want me, but like behind my back they're laughing at me, or like they think I'm stupid. Some of you are in that nature where you can't even imagine that somebody would want you because you feel so hurt or so broken by where someone left you. And so, you know, Spirit is saying be open, like see the gifts that you possess, realize the gifts that you are bringing to other people, and they see these positive traits that you have. They see the ways in which you're beneficial and what you're bringing to the table, so to speak, and trust in that. That doesn't mean that all of these people that are coming your way are going to be like right, or that are stepping up to you the way that you need to be, you know, treated. But if you didn't have value, they wouldn't be interested in you. Okay. It's just up to us to find someone who's going to respect our value and treat our value right. But don't doubt that people aren't like that people aren't genuine in their desire for you, is I guess what I'm trying to say, Libra. Your next card, my dears, is healing family issues. Okay, Libra. So this is basically a card about your love life benefiting as you forgive your parents. And you might be like, that's stupid because I don't have a problem with my parents. There's nothing to forgive. This card confused a lot of people. When I was first doing readings, and I had this card, this is one of my first decks, some people didn't feel like that made sense. And there was even times that I would pull it for myself and I was like, what in the heck? Like, I'm not mad at my parents. Like, what is this about? But as I began to work with the deck more, and as I became a better reader and did more healing on myself, I realized that yes, in some cases for some people, this is, you know, forgiving parents. Like maybe you had a parent that abandoned you or something in your childhood, or made you feel abandoned, or they weren't around a whole lot, and you are just realizing that a relationship is triggering you, and that's why you are very hard on your partner, or you feel very let down very easily by your partner because you feel like that kid who's like losing their parent again, or whose parent isn't being around or being there for them. So in some ways, for some people, it's about releasing old triggers. And maybe your triggers aren't as I want to say I don't want to say severe, because you know I don't want to downplay anybody's experiences, but maybe some of you haven't had experiences that dramatic where you had a parent walk away, but maybe some of you had situations in which your parents weren't very good role models for you in your love life, or maybe they didn't give you the best tools about what a healthy love was. But the more you can release those things and those experiences, the better or healthier love life you're going to have, Libra. So the fact that this card is coming up is telling me whoever you're dealing with in January is somebody who is kicking up old kind of triggers for you. Childhood insecurities, fears that you might have about relationships, or fears about, oh, well, I don't want to repeat the relationship my parents had, or something of that nature. There's definitely some fear energy here. And so this is coming in to help you clear energy. I even feel intuitively, guys, I know this isn't in the card, but I feel intuitively, guys, some of you are going to have some kind of like maternal or grandmother energy coming in, trying to help you and trying to guide you through the process, trying to like reassure you and calm your heart. Maybe through dreams, some of you are receiving messages from this person, a female or feminine, you know, passed on loved one who's coming in or trying to help you. Or maybe some of you are becoming more connected with your guides, and maybe some of you are receiving information from a guide or an archangel that you're close with, or feeling the presence of. And so there could be information coming in where they're trying to help you through this release process. Your next card, my dears, is chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction. Okay, and this is a card I know well. This actually became my past life soulmate card. Even though this isn't about, you know, we don't look at this card and say soulmate. One of the things I found this card to mean, a lot of the times people were dealing with a very intense attraction, and it was a very intense chemistry. And yes, it could be that there's a very strong mutual physical attraction, but this level of chemistry that I would see this card pop up for was usually a chemistry where it was like a soul chemistry. Okay, like on a soul level, there was a lot of attraction. It's almost like, I know this person. I know this person. I feel so comfortable with them. I feel at home with them. It could even be feeling like this person was made to hold me, and I was made to hold this person. I don't want to get too graphic, guys, but it could even be where you feel like physically, like within the physical intimacy, that like your bodies were made to fit together very specifically. Like it just might feel very, very right. And this is the place where a lot of people get very caught up in the whole twin flame thing. And you may be dealing with a karmic soulmate, but you might feel that this connection is so intense that maybe this is the twin flame. I do believe in twin flames. People have said, oh, I watch your videos and I think maybe you don't believe in twin flames. I do. It's just a very complicated subject that I think is misrepresented to a lot of people. And we weren't presented with the truth about twin flames when we set out for our spiritual path or spiritual journey. And unfortunately, I feel like sometimes it's become like a selling point to you know, get people to buy readings and to get people to buy spells and things like that. And that makes me sad. It makes me sad that I feel that misinformation is out there. But this feels to me, guys, like a very intense soulmate connection. Maybe some of you are dealing with a twin flame, but I think for a lot of you, you might have a twin flame false alarm happening or going on. This is a general reading. It's not going to hit every single person in exactly the same way. Like I said, some of you maybe are in fact dealing with a twin flame. But I think for some people, some of you Libras, you're having some kind of a really intense connection that you're going to misinterpret as a twin flame. But this is somebody that you're connecting to, or you're being attracted to from just a strong lifetime after lifetime experience, where this person has been a lover to you in many previous lives, and there's just insane, intense energy built up between the two of you. Very strong magnetic attraction. Your next card, my dears. See, what did I say? Past life relationship. The cards are screaming it. The cards are like, it's totally confirming what I just said. You have known each other before. This is a very intense situation, guys. Very intense situation, which brings me right back to the very first card. When I was talking about deception, sometimes this could also be feeling trapped or feeling like you can't walk away from a person. And now we see that you've been doing healing, you've been doing clearing, and there's a strong attraction, and you've known this person before, and you might be feeling trapped, Libra. So it just all came together. For some of you, you are dealing with a lower vibrational soulmate who is trying to pull you back into lower vibrational energy. This is, and I was saying false alarm with twin flame, and it makes so much sense why I was receiving that information, because I feel some of you are dealing with what I call a shadow flame. When you are a person who's come into this life with a life mission of healing and like connecting with your intuition and being a light worker and being a healer, even if you aren't being a healer as like being a doctor or a nurse, or even if you aren't being a healer like a metaphysical person or a Reiki master or something like that, but you just happen to bring healing to others because you have this really beautiful heart energy and you're just very in tune with spirit, and you're kind of what a lot of people might call an earth angel or a light worker or a star seed. Your vibration, your existence alone brings healing to the planet. So when we're coming into this lifetime to ascend and to come into our full potential as these light workers or earth angels or star seeds or healers, the older like past life soulmates might come in and try to undo or unravel all the hard work we've put in, and to hurt us, or to mess us up, or seduce us, or trip us up in a way where we take a few steps back and we don't live our full potential. So the way that you can tell if you're dealing with a shadow flame is, number one, does this person put you through a roller coaster where they like bomb you with this love and you feel so sexy and so loved and just so connected with this person, and then they disappear on you, or they ghost you, or they do something like they're not very faithful, or they play mind games with you, or they gaslight you, or when you try to express things about the relationship are hurting you, do they make you feel like you're being dramatic, or you're being crazy, or you're asking for too much? These are all signs of a shadow flame. Shadow flame are also people who, unfortunately, I've noticed a lot of them have a tendency to steal. Maybe they're not stealing from you, but sometimes they could even be asking you for money, or like, taking a lot from your energy, or taking a lot from like, coming over and eating your food, or, borrowing things. Shadow flames are just like these black holes that are just sucking up and absorbing, and they just want that free ride. They just want that free ride. And so some of you are dealing with this kind of a person. They will really, really like knock you off your feet. Like they will knock your socks off, and you will be just like so in love. But you have to pay attention. How are they treating you? How are they treating other people? And look for anything dishonest traits, selfish traits. These are all signs that you're dealing with a shadow flame. But because you have this past life connection, it might be very difficult for some of you to walk away. So even though the sex might be amazing, the connection may be amazing, I feel like some of you are clearing out some really intense karmic energy. And as soon as you do this, Libra, your like main person is coming in. Your main person is coming in. Some of you are already with your main person, and you might have a shadow flame coming in January who's trying to tempt you off your path. You may be right where you need to be, and someone else is coming in and they're just trying so hard to get you to be with them. And then you walk away from a really great relationship because somebody is coming in and being like, seductive or sneaky and doesn't have the best of intentions. So if you're in a situation where you're feeling like you have to choose between two people, Libra, be very cautious about this. Meditate on this, pray on this, call in your angels, call in for guidance. You may need a private one-on-one reading, in which case I am more than happy to read for you, my dears. Reach out to me and let me know. Watch your moon sign and rising sign videos as well. Those will bring extra information. And check out the weekly zodiac readings that I do, the weekly forecasts, because that will continue to bring in more clarity throughout the month. And I do check in a little bit on love each week when I do the forecasts for each zodiac sign. So check out the weekly readings too. Subscribe and hit notification if you haven't already, and that way you'll never miss a video. Thank you so much, Libra, for watching, liking, commenting, sharing. Thank you for playing the pick a card games with me on the social media and keeping up with the daily cards. I really appreciate you being here and for watching. Wishing you a healthy, happy, prosperous new year. Take care, Libra.